Lovers Quarrel. It's a long, sustained quarrel.
What's going on, world?
Hey, everybody.
It's your guy, TJ, Mr. New Cool.
And it's your girl, Danny, your overworked orangutan.
Okay.
Being overworked makes you tired. I'm going to have to start broadening my horizons with my...
What's your tiredness?
With my tiredness or just maybe my emotions for the episode.
It's yours.
But I'm here, so...
That's what's up. How are you doing?
I'm okay, all things considered. It's been a rough 2 weeks, but at work. But I am here, and I'm happy to be with you. How about you?
It's good. Birthday's right around the corner.
That it is. Somebody's getting old.
Yeah, about to go to Dallas.
Exciting.
Yeah. So.
Guys' weekend.
Sure. Yeah, I gotta celebrate since you can't take off or stuff like that. So
me taking off, it's not like my fault, but it doesn't mean that I won't. I'm not going to celebrate you on your birthday.
Every time you don't put in, that's a missed chance of seeing if you get approved.
Yeah, but when I ask about it and they say that, X number of people already put in for that time off, that kind of puts me in a lurch.
Well, that's why it's guys' weekend.
That is why it's guys' weekend, and thank you to the guys for holding my husband down and showing him a good time.
Yeah,
And I'll be here being mom, student, teacher, whatever, wearing those other hats.
Sure.
So you can enjoy yourself at all times. What are you most excited about doing when you go?
Probably the games. I mean, plus I can bark these places off. I've been here now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited for the basketball games. Get to see Luka.
Luka who?
Doncic. It's a basketball player for the Dallas Mavericks.
I did not know that.
Watch basketball, so. I
mean, I watch it when you watch it.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't watch basketball. If you was a basketball fan, you would know. And then we're going to OKC after, so.
Oh yeah, I just got a whole little
Russell.
Oh, that's gonna be very exciting.
Oh my God, PG. So
See, I know that's Paul George.
Oh. So you know all the old people.
He broke his leg.
Sure.
Playing basketball.
I don't know if he broke his leg.
He absolutely broke his leg.
Fractured something.
Didn't it
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It came out of it popped out.
But is that still? I mean, I guess it is his whole leg.
If your bone is sticking out of your calf,
anyway,
it's broken.
Can we get on this elevator?
Well, yeah. Are you going up or down?
I'm going down.
Going down.
So on my trip, they sent me a message yesterday to let me know that they were canceling my flight. And, I had to see what my options were. And Southwest customer service was trash.
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah. They told me that, so I had to wait. Now, the whole time was like 2.5 hours. And it was funny because once they picked up, I was at work, my phone rang. So I had to call Eric, and Eric was on hold. So I was like, I need you to take over. But I'm trying to do it without my boss saying anything. So that happens. So we were able to find another flight, and we're still able to, follow our itinerary. But, with this whole Boeing 737 thing.
Yeah, that's why you had that issue, because so many people, they were
well, Southwest is the leader.
It has the most
of 737s, even though they've been flying at 737s and nobody's been affected by it. But
when you got two planes and
they're taking precautions. So
because I read somewhere
it wasn't 4 months. I thought it was within I thought 2 planes crashed within the year.
Maybe I could be. I thought I read 4 months, but
okay.
I read that there's literally a computer glitch that causes the plane to nosedive, and then but the pilots didn't know how to reverse the glitch, it's some type of auto override, and they didn't know how to override the override.
So I'm okay with that.
Me too.
But it was just frustrating because it's just like shit was already planned. You know, I can't refund my basketball tickets, and it's just like when we were speaking to the lady, she was just like, "Yeah, nothing I can do." Like there was no like, "I'm so sorry," you know. It's a company wide issue, and you know we're just trying our best. Which is like, "Yeah, nothing I can do. I can help you do the same thing you're gonna do on your phone. Otherwise, you can reach out to the corporate office." So. That was very frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying that it was excusable, but I guess maybe on a situation like that where like thousands of people are like displaced.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're in customer service, you gotta be sympathetic for 1,000 people.
You do, but you know, people are flawed and human. So
that's what I had.
But at least you know, but you're still going.
Sure.
Like. It could have been worse. You could have not.
Oh, you mean like I'm still going to the trip? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I thought you mean like I'm still like moving. Anyway, go
ahead. For me, I think my elevator talk, I might have to stay down to. So, have you heard? You've heard about this whole like nationwide Department of Justice like bribery scam with the college students, with like the wealthy people.
Yes, I heard about it. And
so I'm going down in the sense that let me back up in case you guys don't have any context for this. Basically, like within the last few days, the Department of Justice had like arrested like coaches and admissions people, and then even actresses, Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky, and Felicity Huffman, who was married to Frank Gallagher from Shameless and was on Desperate Housewives, for like paying all this money for their kids to either have their like SATs taken for them, to like butter up people. And
so why you're down about it?
I'm down about it because it's a shame that these people were taking spots from students who rightfully deserve to be there.
It's been happening. This isn't new. It's just they got caught.
I'm not saying that it's new. I'm just saying that, but because it's been brought to attention,
it's like somebody that it's wrong. Donating $1 million to their alma mater, so that way they can name a building after themselves, and now their child is going there. Like, I'm not saying that it hasn't been happening. What I'm saying is that, being that this is this most recent event, and it's the largest one ever that they've been able to kind of pin on people, that it's just a reminder of how like trash people are, and that your mediocre ass kids couldn't get into the schools of their choice. So you know, beg, borrow, and steal your way into getting your kid a spot that could have gone to a child who actually has done the work, or actually was successful, or actually played the sport that y'all claim that your kids played, you know? Plus, think about it. People walk around all the time talking about affirmative action, and it's called white privilege.
I know that. I'm very familiar with white privilege.
I'm just saying, so
you just have like, I'm not saying that I'm not surprised. What I'm saying though is that it's just a reminder of how privilege works in this country, and how, you know,
I mean,
we have to be twice as good just to get half as much.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Our president is Donald Trump. Nothing surprises me ever in life anymore.
And he's mediocre as fuck. He threatened his colleges not to his former schools to not release his grades when he was running for president, because he would have seen how stupid he was, probably.
I mean, college doesn't really show you. I mean, the person who's mediocre in college versus the person who graduates with honors doesn't necessarily mean that person who graduated with honors is a better person. It just means that they did better in class. Mm-hmm. You know, but it just goes to show that, you know, she paid I think they said like $500,000.
Yeah, around that.
To like, it went up to like $2 million. I think they said.
Probably in total, like, between like
that money could have went somewhere else.
Yeah, you had to change the testing center. You had to do this. You had to do that to pay people off, taking pictures, pretending like on a row machine. So you say, "Oh, I played. I mean, I'm in on the crew team in high school." It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I never knew that it was that serious, but like when I applied to college, I mean, granted, my grades weren't as good, but, you know, it was never like, let me tell them I played on the basketball team. Let me tell them I did this. Like, it was just, I don't know.
You were honest.
I'm in a different world, too.
Yeah.
So.
And plus, I think, too, if, like, Betty's daughter, like, her whole, like, she's like a model or whatever. I never heard of her before this, but I guess what I was seeing was that she was she was pivoting off of being a college student. Like, she was basically using that narrative about, oh, I'm in school, I'm at USC, to even gain like sponsorships and advertisement on her like social media pages and stuff. Like, you know, a picture of her in her room, and it was like, just like hypothetically, like, oh, and here's all the stuff I got so I can make my room a home from IKEA or from Target. And like, so generating that college experience like vibe from your acceptance that was fraudulent. That's all.
I mean, I get that, but you know, we should, you know, now we know what the colleges are looking for. So as black people, we can really do it and then give ourselves a better chance, right? Maybe we should do crew and everything else, and then we can get a better opportunity.
Unless somebody pays $500,000 and still gets in.
I mean, listen,
twice as good, just to get half as much.
Like I said,
black tax.
I don't know why you're surprised, but
I'm not. I never said I was surprised. I just said that I just said that because it's come to our attention, this most recent example of it, it's just a reminder of the fuckery that we have to deal with.
Got you.
But that being said, I yield.
Okay. So with this episode, to our lovers, this is going to be a little bit different than how we normally do it. Typically we would go into our relationship tips, but it's not going to be a tip this week because we have like a whole episode that we recorded.
Yes,
but it was a different episode, so we wanted to kind of start it off the way we normally started off, and then kind of talk about the episode, and then let you hear the episode.
Exactly.
So last week was our anniversary, and we went up to New York because we had some interviews lined up, and we were going to Horrible Decisions Live.
Yep.
So on Saturday, we were going to interview Tahoe from So Shameless podcast.
Yes.
And a scheduling mishap happened, and we didn't get to interview with him on Saturday.
Correct.
But Tahoe, being the stand-up Pisces, man
of his word,
found a way for our schedules to match up the next day. He had us come over, and we got to interview him. So I thought that was super dope. It was a great interview, and that will be dropping next week.
Yes.
But because we had the space, we already had a place to record, and our friends came, we decided to have like a Royal Rumble mashup podcast.
I called it that, y'all.
Yeah. And we had Our Truth podcast, and we had
JB and Rome.
Unpopular Opinion podcast
with Roc.
And we kind of were just talking shit.
We're chopping it up.
I was
trying to hold it down for the ladies in a room full of men.
Yeah, Roc. Well, that's crazy. I was on your side.
You were on my side, baby.
That's crazy. I never get the props I deserve. But it's cool. You know? So, you know, it was just a dope weekend, and it's a different episode from us, but I think that you guys will like it. And, you know,
we talk about a lot of different things, and, you know, of course, with these guys, they definitely know how to keep it entertaining and keep it interesting.
Especially Roc
with his unpopular opinions.
Everything's unpopular.
My master contrarian.
So with that, we're gonna take a moment, and we're gonna hear a message from our sponsor, and then you'll get to hear the episode we recorded.
So let us know what you think, of course. And yeah, we hope you enjoy this off the cuff, no holds bar conversation with 3 podcasts at once. And hope you enjoy. Thanks, guys.
Hey friend, it's time for you to ditch those workout gloves and get the grip and wrist support you deserve. What do you suggest? You need to get the Gainz Load and Lock grips by Gainz Sports Gear. They are more durable than gloves, have a non-slip grip pad that provides grip support and added wrist support unlike your traditional workout gloves, and will protect your hands from calluses. Do they come in different colors? Not only do they come in different colors, but they are available for men and women. Do yourself a favor, go to gainsportsgear.com. And remember, a better grip equals a better lift. Embrace the process.
And you too can embrace the process using our code LOVERS10 at Gainz, Gainz, sportsgear.com. And now, to the episode.
Lovers Quarrel. It's a long, sustained quarrel.
It's going to be different. This is off
Off the cuff.
Because I don't have no... This wasn't planned, you know what I mean?
Like a pregnancy.
It's an impromptu?
It's super
impromptu.
Don't use my word, right? I know you, Danny. Don't use my impromptu word.
Excuse me.
They all coming for you.
Listen, I'm ready. It's fine.
You ginger ale or you like Rome straight?
Nah,
y'all killers.
Nah, I'm gonna chase some.
So we're gonna open up with y'all doing y'all thing, and then
Shit, I don't
initiate
have
apology
We could just
for coming at.
for what? For believing
believing
somebody
Jesse
for believing somebody when they
You're
said
not
that they were
apologizing.
victimized.
There ain't no apology.
I'm not apologizing.
Well,
I'm not sorry for what I said.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
We're not gonna let you get away with that.
Okay.
We could definitely talk
We
about
could
it.
absolutely
That's
talk
the
about
battle
it.
y'all was having in the car?
One of several, because
okay.
now Roc be all over the place, you know.
You know, my nigga Rock, and he taking his podcast on the road.
I know, but I didn't want, you know,
My
but
nigga
on
taking
the
his
Hollywood.
podcast. Nigga Hollywood. I
He's
forgot to tell you,
Hollywood. Hey, yo,
my
he gonna be
nigga.
ATL.
I'm a Hollywood.
Hey,
Your
him
pod- you got your
ATL,
own
all
little-
podcasters,
Ain't
nobody
they out
really
there.
back up neither.
They out there.
everybody housekeeping, everybody phones on silent.
What's going on, world?
Hey everybody,
It's your guy, TJ, Mr. New Cool.
it's your girl Danny. I'm here. I'm not even gonna talk about what kind of tired I am, because I'm actually a little awake. I'm a little perky. I got a B12 shot last week, so
Ooh,
you know it's been helping up my.
because you were down and now you're up.
I am.
Got you. And this episode is gonna be a little different. This is like a
Yes.
Royal Rumble. It's gonna be like a mashup. Know what I mean?
We put everybody in the ring all together, and we just gonna see what
Know what I mean?
happens.
We got our guy, Roc B Wylin, Mr. Unpopular Opinion himself.
The Doc Ock to my Spider-Man.
Yo.
And then we got our guys.
Ours Troop.
Our guys.
Hi.
Go ahead. I gotta hit a
Oh, he wants you to say.
Here we go with this nigga, man.
It's the Rebel RHOME.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yo, they was just trying to mock that shit a few minutes
was.
ago. We ain't allowed.
Not Jay.
We ain't have the whole drip to it. You know
I was
what I'm
doing
saying?
it
We had
wrong.
this- you know
I
what
was-
I'm saying?
He was like R to the H.
Yeah,
I was like R to the EB.
sound like Moesha here. He like Mo to the had a little bounce to it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's your
our
boy
Troops
JB.
podcast in the building.
You know, so
So it's a little trifecta here going on.
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Lovers Quarrel.
3 podcasts. Know what I
Popular
mean?
opinion.
It's like the
Ours
Illuminati, man.
The Trinity.
We got a
The Holy Trinity.
Trinity.
Nah, she can't be a part of the
I'm
Trinity.
not. I don't want to be. It's quite all right.
Trinity plus one.
Listen, I could be the Oracle. I could. The
Nah. See, you even trying to use
Now you
words to be a
word.
part of it. Nah.
Oh.
Plus one.
Oh, fine. Touche.
The Trinity and one.
I don't want no. I don't
So
even need to be
now
a plus one.
listen. This is gonna be a free for all.
It is.
That's what it seems like, you know.
Because I got not, I don't know what to start with, but I know that it's gonna be a real interesting conversation between.
Well, we
the
know
five
where
of us.
we know where
Before
Roc
y'all
wants you to
plus
start
me.
at.
Well, first off, I know where we can start off.
Okay, let's.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you,
True.
thank you.
True.
Happy
Like,
anniversary.
y'all
Yeah,
even go
word.
with
Yeah,
each other.
happy-
Happy anniversary.
Word.
We
Like,
did already.
Yo, I've been with her for like 30 years.
Don't have that energy, bro.
I've been with her for 30 years. It's my homie.
Y'all have
You
to.
know what I mean?
Where's
You
y'all
gave it a
handshake?
Gabrielle
Ow.
Union?
Words. Oh, y'all got
Yes.
y'all got a whole joint?
That's all.
that's
That's the
not
light
it.
one.
Real
No, we got
simple.
another one.
Y'all got
but
another one?
That's the.
Y'all got the LeBron on Miami joint? Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Y'all
not
gave-
like
Hold on,
that.
y'all gave Tatum one too? She got one
She-
too?
Me and her got one.
Oh, all right.
Danny's not part of that one.
That's fine. You can have
Yeah,
that.
you know what I mean? Daddy and daughter, we gotta have that, you know what I mean? Different bonds. But
Yeah. So as we're recording this, y'all, TJ and I are celebrating 6 years of marriage.
yeah, congratulations.
So yes,
Gotta
on.
put some hand claps in there. Y'all got the
Yes.
clap done, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
We need a little sound
It
edit.
hasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It hasn't been easy.
Rome don't believe in love.
Don't get me started.
Rome is the
That,
biggest
bro.
romantic out of all of y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
ain't he ain't clap.
that's crazy.
Rome didn't claps. I mean, he don't believe in love.
Rome is a helpless
Say,
woman.
first, I was the first one to tell him happy anniversary.
You are.
Yeah.
Thank
You are.
You are. We appreciate that. But yeah, so 6 years and
6 years.
and then this
Long
summer,
ass time.
There you
it
go.
is. And then this summer will be 15 years of like being together as like a couple period. And time flies. Like
Exactly.
it feels like I just walked into Booker T and saw you walking in. I was sitting on that park bench.
Aww.
It was a warm summer day. Was it a summertime? It was
It
summer.
was.
It was
summer.
summertime. Yeah. So that's was it.
That's
And
when it
all she-
started. That's when she was all on me.
You are a motherfucking liar.
She's a
But
lonely
it's
kid.
okay. This needs to be like a sanctum of truth. Like you can't
You
be
weren't on me?
lying. No, I wasn't.
Who called who first?
We're not. No.
Answer the question.
Who put the word out that you wanted me to call you?
No, I didn't say. No, I never
put the bug
no,
in the
I
air.
put the bug out that I wanted your number. I never said call me first.
That's not what I was told.
Okay,
Blame
well,
the messenger.
okay, so blame your friend. You look thirsty because you wanted me first. That's cool.
Okay,
That's cool.
I like that.
Anniversary?
I mean, this is what we do. This is love.
Happy.
Happy anniversary.
Listen, exactly. Happy anniversary.
Because I didn't
Life,
propose to
happy
my.
life.
I didn't propose to myself.
You're right. You're right. I've never shied away from that. All I said was that you were on me. You
And
was.
you said I love you first though.
I was trying to.
But
get
anyway,
vibes.
it's not just about that. You trying to do what?
I was trying to get some.
Don't be cute in front of your friends.
I
I've
was
said
gonna
that.
say that. I have nothing to do with this.
not-
Yes, his friends is here. I have nothing to do with nothing he's saying.
Anyone who knows
But it would
me,
work. It would have worked
anyone
if he
who
had gotten
knows
it right
me,
after. He said it 2 weeks in, and then like he
Exactly,
didn't
I
do
was-
anything
I-
for like
I-
another
I said
5
it-
months. Like
honestly,
what?
I said it
Oh,
jokingly.
you was on your Rome shit. 2 weeks in?
I said
Nah,
it jokingly.
I'm
I was also what?
I'm fucking with
15? I was joking with
Oh,
her.
so you saying because Rome is 30, right?
Chill. See, I'm just fucking with y'all. Shits and giggles.
They try
my
to come
nigga.
for your neck
Nah,
early.
shits and giggles,
It's all
bro.
right, man.
Shits and giggles.
Look, he said in 2 weeks and they've been together for 15 years.
You right.
See?
You right.
So maybe the next.
I said it being jokingly.
Nah.
Okay.
I really did.
Oh, all right.
On everything. I wouldn't lie about that. I am also the same person who told her I got hit by a bus. Jokingly.
You did. I did.
Exactly. I joke. This is what I do.
There's a difference between joking and being funny, but
Okay.
So
Not every joke hits.
touche, absolutely right. Yes, but
Anyway, it's not
Anywho.
about us.
it's not. It's a little bit about us. but
Nah,
it's
this is
not
about
really.
y'all. This is about
But-
y'all.
Shut anniversary.
Totally.
But
All about y'all.
see, but that's what marriage is. It's about it's
I
give
think
and
your word
take.
should be anniversary.
Huh?
Anniversary. That should be your word today.
Oh, that's his word. You got a word of the week?
Nah.
Oh shit.
This is
Okay,
this is really
take
off
that back.
script.
There's no word of the week because we the backups.
Oh,
We came off the bench. We
wow!
had to come off the bench.
Wow!
It's cool though. I love y'all.
Shout out
Ooh.
to being here for us. We appreciate
I'm
it.
Lou Will, so I'll fuck all. I'm
Alright.
on the bench. I'm gonna be the sixth man.
Nah, I'm the last nigga on the bench. I come in there.
Rome
Hey,
J.R. Smith.
I come in there with
Mr.
like.
inconsistent.
I come in there. Oh.
Just
Lou Will had 40 the other night.
slander
I don't know
Rome
what you
hour.
talking about.
Lou Will did have 40 the other day.
He's consistent.
He's not consistently giving you 40.
He's a
I
consistent.
mean, we're not going to talk about
Yeah,
basketball.
well, yeah.
My Lakers ain't making it.
There's nothing to talk about.
That's why we
it's
talking about the Clippers.
Fuck out of here. The Lakers are still the kings of LA.
I don't know about
Forever.
that. They lost to the Clippers the other
That's
day.
cool. How many times has the Clippers won a championship?
No.
Okay.
God, boys, play nice now.
Do
Well,
people say I want to go to the Clippers game or the Lakers game
Nah, they say they want to go to Staples Center.
Yeah.
to go see who? You know what?
playing?
Whoever playing.
That's how I'm gonna kill it real quick. All the statues around Staples Centers. Which Clipper has a statue?
Oscar De La Hoya got a statue, bro.
No,
What does it
no,
mean?
no.
A statue, a statue.
What Clipper has a statue at Staples Center?
Billy Crystal.
The Staples Center is Lakers, man. But that's besides the point.
all right. Well, now that I can
Shout
rejoin
out
the
D'Angelo
conversation.
Russell killing on Brooklyn Nets, bro. All right, go ahead.
Don't fuck with us now.
I just want to know what y'all want to talk about, like, because I'm.
Yo, let's talk about your man.
Wait, can we get an elevator going? Like, what's up? We don't get an elevator?
Listen,
Yeah, you gotta take the stairs.
Listen, that's how this
It's
is
a walk up,
like,
nigga.
This is rough and dirty in here.
It's a
today.
walk up with a
We
case
can
of
wing
water.
it. We can wing it.
All right, so okay.
Walk up with a case of water, son.
But if we do in the elevator, we would have introduced y'all later on, but be great.
All right, as I said, this is a very special episode.
This will be the first episode. I'm gonna have to like edit.
Oh, you have to chop and
I'm
screw
gonna
it.
have to.
That's fine.
We winging it.
So am I getting on the elevator? Am I the elevator operator?
I mean, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna start it off. We're gonna go up.
Going up.
6 years in the game.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Gotta be positive about that.
I would hope.
It's some people who's married 6 years and they not happy.
So that means you are happy.
Yeah. kind of paused a little bit.
You
but
did.
Yeah.
A little hesitant.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Me too.
Big happy.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Which way you want to go? You want to throw it over there?
Go to the right.
Oh.
Go to your right.
All right. I'm gonna continue staying on the up. Same. It's obviously our anniversary, so can't say that this whole us being here wouldn't be possible if he and I weren't together and got into this podcast thing and got here. So I'm grateful for all the things that our marriage and our union has brought us together. And then to make it a little bit about y'all, I'm gonna say I'm grateful for my guy Roc here, because he helps me stay on my toes as far as my ability to debate with others. So, sometimes iron sharpens iron. So sometimes I got, there's not many people in my life like Roc. So it's a wonderful opportunity for me to make logical assertions of my point on a regular basis. And I also promise that I won't just leave you hanging anymore in your DMs when I argue with you.
Because me and Danny constantly argue back and forth about things I say in the DM, and then she goes to work and cuts me off. So I don't get my point off.
I gotta
but
go
she gets
educate.
hers.
Good
excuse.
I can't.
Good
Yes,
excuse.
educating that's a reason.
Why can't you just say your point?
I could just come back to it.
Because she don't. I did it plenty of times. She don't. Like
okay.
she won't come back to me until the next argument.
Oh, you calling her out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I made my point. And then sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's not always. Everything doesn't have to be a back and forth after a while. It's like you made your point. I made mine.
Agree to disagree.
And we can agree to disagree. Because I mean, as much as I try to bring you to the side of sense and light and logic, and compassion and understanding, you like to stay on the dark side a little bit sometimes.
First off, my podcast is about logic. I pride myself on logic.
Let's back that up. It's about your logic, not logic in general.
I don't speak for nobody. When I come on both sides, you, the black feminist, and we'll get to that later.
Okay.
You're pro-female. I'm on the side of whatever makes sense. Whatever makes sense, I'm with that. And that's why people have problems with me, because
okay,
like I'm gonna
let's
say
put a
on
pin
my
in
elevator.
that, because if
Yeah.
I would like to think I'm pro whoever is on the side of right. I'll say that, and then we can put a pin in that, because then we can get to Jesse, because he's a man and I was on his side. But Rome, are you going up or going? Oh, I'm sorry.
Word, to your right. To
Sorry.
your right. You see how she do
Sorry.
it?
Damn, son.
Roc, are you going up or are you going down?
I don't know if this is a up, but let's go up.
Okay, going up.
Okay.
Next floor.
I'm uncanceling Kanye.
Oh,
What?
Going down.
that's it.
We only got the room for 2 hours.
I had a chance to sit back and look at our Black History Month.
He's seen some Sunday services.
No, absolutely
I'm
not.
rocking with
He
this
said,
shit.
he heard
doing
that.
that.
I live it.
He's been doing it. I had the chance to look at our Black history and everything that's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about Kanye West, yes, we may have a problem with his political views, but the man has not hurt anybody. He has not raped anybody. He has not taken any advantage of women, kids, anything like that. We really just have a problem with his political stance, and that's not enough to hate the man. I just don't. I had to think about everything that's going on, and it's just like it's not enough to not like him.
I think we dislike him because he said slavery was a choice.
I think we just like him because he said it
this
on the
powerful,
I
this
just like him
powerful
because I am
black
because he supports
man.
Donald Trump.
I don't care about who he affiliates with.
Is this still up?
It could be. Fuck it. It's your
I
up.
feel like the
Alright,
elevator
that's my
stalled.
It's your up.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
for him to say slavery was a choice, and you know, it kind of takes away from those who are fighting. Like, my ancestors didn't choose to be in slavery.
He chose that EMI contract though.
Exactly.
Yep.
For him to have an
Oh, we agree on something for once.
but
Well,
but
but
you
he-
can't
but
say
that is a
slavery is a
choice.
choice.
That is a
And
choice.
you
That was
and
a
you
choice.
signed a slave contract.
That's a choice.
Dumb.
No, that's not
He's
a
still
choice.
canceled for me.
He did that shit because he wanted to get on.
No, we can cancel monsters and people that damage our community. I don't think he
You don't think that's
damages.
Yo, he
I think that's damage.
bro.
So-
he
I think
mentally.
I think he had a bad moment, but I don't think.
Has he said anything different? Has he retracted his support of Donald Trump, who is a predator, who is a sexual assaulter, who is someone who puts babies in cages, who is someone who was seen with the spa owner that Robert Kraft just got arrested for frequenting, who was just an all-around horrible human being. And so
Ooh, I got something for you. Go ahead.
okay, so for me, and I've said this on previous episodes, in that when we talked about R. Kelly, which I will absolutely say R. Kelly is way more canceled in the sense that than Kanye, in the sense that, because I've said Kanye is not a criminal. R. Kelly is a criminal. He is a child predator and all the other stuff. But Kanye, my cancellation of Kanye and my continued cancellation of Kanye has to do with the fact that he supports someone who is nothing but a negative influence and has a negative impact on our communities and other communities as well, Black and brown people, from before he was president. And I know that people didn't really didn't have an issue with Donald Trump in the past, but that was before he became the leader of the free world. And so with that being said, I cancel Kanye because if you align yourself with somebody who hates everything I am and everything I stand for and everything the people I love stand for and are trying to do all these things, I have nothing for you.
So keep that same energy with Jay-Z and Meek Mill, who are riding with Robert Kraft, who happens to be Donald Trump's friend.
Okay. So
keep that same energy.
That's a little different.
Don't make excuses for people
That's not
y'all
an
want to make
excuse.
excuses for.
So
you think?
do you have friends that somebody else, like, that your other friends may not rock with?
Robert Kraft.
I'm just asking you a question.
Just get busted for a prostitution ring?
Yeah. So
Okay.
And
so
Meek
I guess
Mill and Jay-Z rock with him.
so
though.
I guess the question then becomes, it's to be
And that's
determined.
not
I think it's
Trump's friend, right?
but that is. But I think that he just got busted, so that's to be determined. We'll see how they move from after the fact. You have to work with the information that you have.
Oh, so now we going off evidence?
You have to work with the
'Cause we
information.
had this no.
Yeah, no,
We'll
we
talk
do.
about that later.
We,
We'll talk about that.
okay, that's fine.
That's my up.
Wonderful. Rome.
Can't even get up.
He just want to wear his Yeezys. That's it.
Change the narrative. Always down
Is that
with
buying black?
man.
Is that still buying black?
I'm gonna stay up.
Damn, that was my up too.
I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna stay up.
Stay up, Trey.
I just wanna just appreciate everybody in the room. Like Danny said, like from the podcast, and I got to meet you guys. Well, I knew JB already, but the other three people in the room, I definitely got to meet y'all through this podcasting thing. To actually see love in front of me is a dope thing. And to have my weekly debates with Roc, wherever we go, no matter where we at, we sit at the bar and have very introspective discussions. Yeah, I just appreciate y'all, man. Like, y'all truly have become like part of my family, so I appreciate that.
That's so sweet.
We
I need
appreciate
that
you as well.
violence, man.
Hopefully next time you come to Maryland, you hit me.
bro.
But that's besides the point.
The shade.
That wasn't shade. That was some real shit.
It was the middle of the. Anyway,
I think I was home that day.
Shady. I said
You
that.
are shady.
I was
bro.
home that day.
it was the middle of the day. And it was
tell
snowing. Come on, it was
Okay,
bad.
you could have had a place. You could have had a place to stay.
That's true.
I hung out with Tatum and the dog.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Damn,
You
last
ain't
but
off the
not
hook.
least, right?
You ain't off the hook.
Fuck that. I'm going now. I'm staying up. You know what I'm
All right.
saying? We staying on positivity. This is a positive show.
We get it down or just up?
If
It
you
just
want
it
to,
depends on where you want to go.
we're gonna come back to you.
Damn, you got a lot to say, huh? Roc?
No.
Nah, I'm just-
I just wanted to.
Oh, you got. Oh, yeah. I forgot you got your all by black joint, right? That's not my up though. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
My up is just positivity. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Rome, like everybody's on a positive vibe and everybody build a relationship and a rapport with everybody. And I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday. They asked how about the podcast, and I'm like, yo, I met a lot of dope people from the podcast, the podcast community, and like a lot of networking. So I'm staying up with everybody. So this is a podcast.
We're gonna keep it positive.
Nah, Roc got it down. So
No. That was nah. That's not down.
You don't got.
It's like a double up. Like,
Go
you
ahead.
can't do that.
You can do a double up. Go ahead.
This is a free for all episode. Like this is the forum to do it.
I just wanted to give a shout out to WeBuyBlack.com for supporting the Black community and making products for us, by us, and serving it. Yeah, pretty much. And
They coming back.
everybody, when y'all get a chance, check out WeBuyBlack's WeBuyBlack.com's website. They're actually starting a supermarket. They raised $30,000 to create the first Black supermarket serving all Black products by all Black entrepreneurs that make
Black
products,
creators.
creators and stuff like that. So if we get a chance, go. Yeah, I mean, it's for the culture. A lot of people, we often on Instagram talking about supporting, but nobody actually supports. So, you know what I'm saying? Just donate like $10, $20 to the first all Black supermarket. I mean,
You actually just
can't.
reminded me to finish donating. I didn't have my card on me when I was trying to donate my money
you
before.
can do that after.
But look, I got it pulled up right now.
all right, cool.
All
He
right.
inspired one person.
He did. And I looked into it, and it's actually a really dope concept. And I
That's
told
what
you
I'm
that
saying.
too. See? So,
Nothing negative. We'll put it in the show notes too. I'm saying.
okay.
You gonna donate?
I don't know. That's some real shit.
He's got to look more into it. He's
I
got to
do.
make an informed decision.
Roc don't like that though. Roc wants you to make it.
Nah, I mean,
I'm
you don't wanna
scared to
support
DM
the
him.
all
He
Black
said,
supermarket,
don't.
you
He
have
said,
to.
don't come in his DMs unless you donated. I had to send a receipt.
Facts.
Everybody been making fun
About
of me
that,
because
it
of
was-
my
it
pro-Black
was-
shit.
It's your approach.
About
man.
that.
I think
Yes.
that's
It's your
very
approach.
nice.
It's more of your
Yeah.
approach.
Let me on this. Just let me on that.
All right,
Go ahead.
What?
I'm just saying. It's your approach.
I
bro.
think
What's your-
I think that it's very noble to promote Black businesses because we need to do that. I think what they're saying though is like it shouldn't be a like you got to send me a timestamp with a receipt in hand.
No, it was
Like,
it was just about
if you want to argue.
it was just about him saying like you have to promote this Black business.
Oh.
That's what it was for me.
Okay.
It's like
if you think about it, it's multiple Black businesses in this Black business.
okay,
So if you
but
curving that, you're curving many of Black business.
there's many of other Black businesses I could support.
So how you know they're not putting their products in this supermarket?
I don't know. Neither do you. But what I'm saying is, you telling people not to speak to you about it because they're not supporting this one
Not
that you
speaking to
said.
me. I just don't
He
like
said,
when people
"Don't question
challenge
him,
me. Don't challenge me on my beliefs, on my pro-Blackness when you're not doing nothing to help the community. I'm
But see,
out here
I don't always
buying
agree with
stuff.
that, though.
I'm out here supporting us
Because
Like,
I may ask you a question because I don't know. I want to see what your belief is, and maybe after you tell me, I may be like, oh shit, this makes sense. Let me look into it more. But you're like, don't question me or ask the question with a question that is like,
well, why don't you pick a fight with somebody else?
That's
Why
not picking a fight.
I'm just saying for the people that, for those who don't understand what we're talking about right now, I said in my DMs, like, I'm very conscious as far as my pro-Blackness goes and being one with the community and supporting the community, like actually going out there in the field supporting. And a lot of people challenge me on it and my beliefs and stuff. And why don't you support every day? And why don't you da-da-da and all kind of shit? But those same people that challenge me are not doing anything. So I don't respect your opinion.
so what if they
So
are
that's
doing
just me.
something, but they're just not doing it what you're doing?
That's what I was saying.
Well, then I would always ask people.
Okay.
I would always ask. And I'd be like when we got into the mini argument, but we're not going to use you. But
No, you can use me.
But I get into arguments with people like this all the time. I'm like, well, they're telling me they're challenging me on it, and I'll be like, oh, well,
But see,
what did you do lately? When's the last Black business you supported?
I also
And be
think you
well,
guys
I
see
haven't
both
in a
ways,
while.
though.
Well, what the fuck are we talking about?
Because when I was asking you, I wasn't challenging you. I was truly asking because I'm trying to figure out. Like, I seen Killer Mike joint and I understood that, but I'm asking, what is by shopping only on Fridays at a Black establishment, what is that helping? I just want to be able to see what it's helping. Are we doing this because after 3 months, we're going to have a study, and the study's going to be able to say, listen, when we only did it for these 3 months, we were able to keep the dollar in or whatever. Like, I'm just trying to understand. I'm not saying, Roc, what you're doing is wrong. It's dope.
Okay. I think it's up to the individual if you want to go into that study.
Yeah, but people ask, well, some people ask questions because they're really asking questions.
Right.
And then there are some people who's asking questions because they're just being combative.
Right.
So I can see both sides. Yeah. When I ask questions, I'm truly asking because I really want to know. Because for me, I just can't make decisions based off of what someone else tells me. And that's with everything. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. But I can understand where Roc is coming from in the sense that people are being combative with him and then they're not even doing it. Like, so I can understand that too.
Okay. I mean, just based off that question, like just basic economics will teach you, like, if I'm spending money here, then it's an investment in this company. Exactly. Right? Like, instead of like you going to a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's on this Friday, I went to this black supermarket and I invested my money here instead of there.
I know, but okay. So then my question:
you doing your part. You can't do the part for everybody.
Exactly. Okay. That's all I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, the average dollar stays in the black community 6 hours, as opposed to the white community where it'll stay in their economy for about 3 months or 5 months.
They're the majority, so those analytics are a bit swayed.
In the black community, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm just doing my part.
It's ridiculous, but I still have a tidbit with that, right? I know that you're promoting it every Friday, and I'm 100% cool.
Do it more.
Yeah, you probably do it more. You encourage it. Try to do it Friday, right? Killer Mike on his show, he didn't eat from a black business that didn't buy from a black business.
Right.
So if we spending our money in a black business that buying from whoever, the money still is really not. How long is it really staying in our community?
Did I keep the lights on in that particular establishment?
Yeah,
that's what I'm going for.
I mean, I think it's baby steps. Like, there's not going to be some type of like
overnight
flip of a switch overnight with how that happens. Because even y'all are all talking. Like, I think everybody has the same ideas that we want to support our own, and like even the statistics about it staying in one community for weeks at a time, where it's only 6 hours in ours. But then look at the massive 400-year head start that these other communities have had. Absolutely. So now you have to, like, we're starting be way behind the start line, like where people are almost at the finish or have lapped us.
I don't know if we way behind, because remember, desegregation kind of like canceled us putting our money in our own communities. We talked about that too. And so like about how I didn't really disagree with you.
Yeah, no, because desegregation was a thing where like once integration became a thing after, like, in the civil rights era, that also meant that like the black communities where you had your black grocery store, your black pharmacist, your black whoever, then people were able to go into other communities and frequent them. So then that meant that
they also burned down our black
businesses and stuff like that too. They didn't want us to be successful. So I mean, saying that all to say, let's say this, because we have Reconstruction, right? If we want to do a history lesson on this episode, there was post-slavery Reconstruction. There was a whole era where black communities were flourishing and thriving, but then they were basically torn back down, like TJ is saying, because that's when the racism just kind of flares up again. They like, even though, we set y'all free, but we don't want y'all to like be great in this country, be better than us, or equal to us. We just not going to make y'all work for free no more.
Facts.
So just saying that all to say, people should work. If you're going to talk the talk, you should try to walk the walk. I can give you that. And then people should try to support their communities, and like, as long as it's like still a reputable business, as long as they're doing something positive in the community or in their neighborhood, as long as it's product and services that are quality, then by all means do it. And then, but it's just how people go about it is going to vary from person to person. But as long as it's getting done, it's getting done. And like you said, we're all just one people. We are working adults. We don't have all this money, bread to be spreading out everywhere. But if I buy black every Friday, or if I support a GoFundMe for a black supermarket in Atlanta, then that's my contribution in whatever way, shape, or form. And it's still, even if it's a drop in the bucket, it's still another addition to the end goal, right?
So if I bought some oil from the dude from 2/5, I'm good.
I see these. I ain't gonna lie, the jokes kind of piss me off. Shout out to the young lady who started her own telecom startup too in Montgomery, Alabama.
Thank you.
Valued at $5.9 million.
Why does it? Shout out to us.
Why does it bother you?
Why does it bother me?
Yeah.
Because when the last time you supported black business, bro?
I bought some food from the dude, I think last weekend or the week before that.
That's why it bothers me.
What, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Why? Because it's not like every day.
Because it's like, I mean, if we active doing it, like let's say my man, let's say you, for example, you out there every day, you go to a black nail salon. I don't know a lot of women that do that. You know, I hear a lot of my sisters say, well, I don't mess with them because the Chinese people do my nails better, or all kind of shit like that. I hate shit like that.
See, I don't always hear that.
I hate
you know
shit
what
like
I hate?
So sometimes I hear the opposite.
Yeah,
I don't go to this black person because I don't get the customer service.
There we go.
I don't get the business. My father is a big proponent that like you don't shop with black people because in his experience, black people don't take care.
Day with each other.
Black people don't take care of you. He goes to a black bar. He spends all his money. They don't comp his drinks or offer the free drinks. But you go to the white bar, and the white bar is giving them free drinks. So his thing is like, I want my dollar to go wherever. I can understand
I'm
you.
actually not disagreeing.
I got one even better.
Okay.
Can I retort
My girl
that?
do like she do the whole like
wrong.
she making stuff and shit like that. And she said the people that she try to buy from like black people that does it, and their customer service is atrocious. She'll email them and they won't get back to her for weeks.
It's one business.
You right, but we hear this a lot, and that's what I said. And I said this on Twitter. I said, yo, black people, you want us to shop, but you also got to give us that same customer service. You know what I'm saying? As we've been getting from anybody else we buy from. I don't mind buying black. I'm for it, but we also got to give the customer service. You ever got Jamaican food?
Okay.
It doesn't taste as good if they don't have an attitude at the register.
I am kind of tired
just
of
wanna-
not giving me oxygen.
Hold on,
wanna-
you tired of it, right? Like it come out their pocket, right?
I just want to retort this by saying, there's two sides to that coin, right?
Always.
When we shop black, sometimes I'm not saying everybody in this room, but we go in there. What's the first thing we do?
Discount.
Ask for a discount.
Discount.
Ask for a
100%
discount.
Which I don't do, but
I don't do that.
everybody
Ask for a
would do.
discount.
You're right, you're 100%
So
right.
like, there's two sides to that coin. Like, like the same
can't
way
have
you
it both
said, like
ways.
your pops is like, all right, I want to be comp drinks. All right, well, this new black bar hasn't been around long enough
They don't have
to
enough
maybe
to bankroll that type
to
of
maybe
stuff.
comp your drinks or whatever. So,
But-
yes, with the customer service, yes,
No.
it doesn't take moning for you to
I can see both
provide
ways.
great
I
customer
can see
service.
both ways. My father's is like a world-renowned drinker. Saying that to say that in his experiences, he
Not
may
an alcoholic.
he may spend 150, 200 easily. And when he get that good service to him, I'm always gonna come back here because they're thinking about me.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying is that's just been his experience. Shit, I've had experiences where it'll be a black manager and they give me crazy ass shit. I've been pulled over by cops, a black and a white cop, and the black cop is giving
Wild.
me
bag, yeah.
Extra
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
fact.
bad.
because
That's a fact.
he got to prove to
You gotta
his white
show up.
counterpart that he's in control when you're supposed to be on my side, regardless.
That's true.
It's been times that I've working with the manager and they're black and they're like, it's nothing we can do. All right, well, let me speak to your manager. And then their manager comes in. Now, being in customer service, I do know sometimes they tell the managers, you can't do this. So I don't take that. But I'm just saying, sometimes we don't treat ourselves right.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Listen, I worked in retail for a
And
long
maybe
time,
it's
and
We
I
our own
know
worst enemy.
I know sometimes it be
But
the
maybe-
black
Like,
people.
I'm
son.
We our own worst
No,
enemy.
matter of fact, go
You
ahead.
good? No, you good.
All I was gonna say really quick was like, and that maybe I think that kind of maybe just maybe it lends to the fact that like it's a learned thing, like being consummate professionals and being a quality customer in a business where the owner or the managers look like you. It's not common for us. So like again, maybe for argument's sake, our white counterparts, they've had a lifetime, generations to get it right.
Yeah,
and we've had it where it will come up and then it would be squashed and it comes up again. And now we're at a point now where like, where, you know, there's people have businesses all the time, from people who make clothes to do hair to, you know, and speaking of nails and stuff like that, like this time I went to the typical nail salon, but I've also gone to a black owned or a black owned nail shop, or somebody who works out of a suite and everything like that. I don't mind giving my money to either, as long as the service is quality. But it's just sometimes it's a matter of, okay, I know I can walk right in to this nail shop and get seen. Whereas with the black owned one, I need to make an appointment, and it just depends on my needs at the time. And that's really the main difference between them. It's about convenience, not about one or the other. But saying it all to say, you have like, ultimately, I think it might be just like a learned thing. So if we keep supporting and being good customers, but then also like, then these businesses will also have an opportunity to become good, give better customer service. Because I've been to some places that have had shit customer service that were black owned, and you're like, God damn it, you're fulfilling the stereotype. And I've been the ones that were perfectly fine, and I was more than happy to support them again and again. It just depends. But it also comes back to the fact that like, we do it to ourselves too. I feel like, where we look at like black people as a monolith, right? So like and I'm not saying it only happens one time, but a lot of us is like, we'll take 1 or 2 or even 3 like shitty experiences with a black business and say like, all black businesses are like this. Whereas I've gotten shitty customer service from plenty of white institutions or major corporations or stuff like that. But because they're
we take it so personal.
You don't take it as personal. You don't look at it as like, you are what's wrong with all white people like all the time. You're just like, oh, this person's just an asshole. And then you don't generalize for everybody else. So I think that is.
But I don't generalize for all black people. I'm not saying that I won't shop with a black business.
No, I know.
So that's what I'm saying.
No, but you were saying like, that's what your pops.
No,
your pops said.
Yeah.
Like, don't shop black.
Oh no,
he said it like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a big proponent.
I disagree with him.
But that's
y'all would have a field day with each other.
That's his life experience, though. We're talking 50 plus years of this.
That's trauma.
This is
that's
his
trauma.
experience. Now, not saying that he won't shop with a black place, but from his experience, he's gonna get a better service from.
Yeah.
Real quick. I used to have this mentality too, that black people have horrible customer service. Until one day I went into a Red Lobster one day, and we had this black girl, and she was going over and beyond the expectation of customer service. I never had that before. And for her to be only 24 years old, be so bubbly and nice, and I don't see this in restaurants or whatever. Gave her a $40 tip, right? And she shed a tear. And it was just like, damn, for every one of those people that are like that, they are the great people that we still don't reward them. So at one time, I actually had a bad customer service from a black person one day. And I was like, you know what? I could take the approach that anybody else does. I gave her a $20 tip, right? And she looked at me and she was like she knew, like, it could have been just a bad day. Gave her a $20 tip. And then I told her, pulled her to the side. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, you weren't the most pleasant person or whatever, but you need to know every time you walk, this is your job. This is your profession. Like, well, not your profession, but this is your job. You know what I'm saying? You take your job serious, and you never know who will walk in.
Facts.
And I gave her that $20. I was like, yo, thank you, my sister. And I walked out.
And
sometimes you just gotta show them another way.
You may have changed.
Not everybody
You
has
may have
patience
changed.
like
You
me.
may have changed her life.
Right.
100%. Listen, before working in like the customer service, I was more of an asshole just because that's who. Like, fuck this, I don't got time. But
very much.
But when I'm speaking to people, I know how to be like 100%. Shit, I can have the worst day, but I can't give you that bad experience. But being able, like, seeing that, I was able to kind of grow from that. Like, I was kind of grow like, damn, they're going through this, or damn, they're going through that. But before that, before having that experience, I was just an irate customer. you put me on hold 10 times and all this other shit. But now it's like, oh shit, they put you on hold because maybe they didn't know. Maybe they were brand new, but they had to, you know what I mean? So just saying there's different things. But that's dope. That's dope that you gave
I mean, yo, sometimes
you
you just gotta show people enough. If nobody's showing them
You're
the
right.
way,
You're right.
How would they ever change?
Rock, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for 2 things. I'm gonna make a joke here because I know you're gonna get all sensitive. I'm proud of you for 2 things. One, you gave a lady a $40 tip. You the same nigga that don't want to pay for chicks to go out to eat. So you gave her a $40 tip. I'm proud of you.
But if y'all would love to ask me questions about that, I would say why. I just have a belief in a system.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you, man. And you probably did show her a different perspective, even though you gave the second lady, you gave her a $20 tip, and she probably
that was
knew
bad service.
Yeah, I'm talking about bad service on the second one, and she probably did change her mindset of how she do interact with people by taking her to the side and talking to her.
I mean,
so that was dope.
Sometimes they just need that.
I also think that as black people, we should tell each other to like tip and stuff like that.
Because
I know a lot of people who don't tip. I know a lot of people who don't think that tipping is, you know what I mean?
Bruh. Rome, don't even do it.
Nah, I tip all the time, so that's not me.
Bruh.
But to be honest, like you can't always, especially sometimes based on where you go and spend your money at, you can't always expect a tip because in some places that's not tradition. I forget where I was listening to.
But in America,
I feel like it was. Yeah, and I get it. And when you're in Rome, do like Romans do.
I'm saying that
like there's so many different variables. I forgot who I was having this conversation with.
Where are you
when your child gets older, are you going to tell them that they should tip? I'm not saying that. Like if a teenagers are going out to the restaurant, no, you don't have to tip the 20%. But you should tip
leave a
something.
couple of dollars, yeah.
Like you should understand, like because people have to understand that these waiters and stuff like that, they're working off of tips.
That's true.
They make it a $2
less than minimum
salary
because they're expected to make up the difference in tips, and they still got to split it with like the bus boys and stuff like that.
I came from the restaurant industry, so I know.
So wrong. Hold on,
and that may be the reason why you have more of an
experience.
Yeah, you have a little more compassion in that situation.
You telling me you live on a 5-flight walk up and you order 2 cases of water and you ain't gonna tip the people that deliver to you?
He's not.
You ain't getting all 5 of those shits at the same time.
That's all I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on. That's
like even when I get shitty service,
back in our days,
even when I get shitty service, I may not get $20 like Rock is doing, but I will still leave something. I may leave less than 15%. I may leave 10%. I may leave because like because the reason. So what I was always taught was because there's the assumption that black people don't tip.
Mm-hmm.
If I got shitty service and I don't tip, that server might walk away thinking, oh, she didn't tip just because she's a black girl or she's a black woman. I'm gonna just leave you a low amount of a tip to let you know this is what I thought of your service. I'm gonna leave something, but it's going to be the bare minimum because you're gonna know that you did a shitty job.
If it's like super terrible, you're getting zero.
Well,
you're getting zero, and you're getting a no.
If it was that bad, I would tell their manager, and that too. But like that's how I was raised. Was like if you,
I'm not getting no black people fired. I'm not telling nobody manager nothing.
But I'm talking about either.
I'm not saying somebody won't do it, but
either or, and maybe I'll give a little bit of a little bit more wiggle room to a black server, but at the same time, no, I'm going to leave some amount of money to let you know. I am conscious that tips are required or necessary for a bill, like in a restaurant or whatever. But I'm letting you know that you did a shit job, so I'm gonna give you a shit tip.
That's good.
Like that's my thing. I'm not gonna give you nothing because you're not gonna walk away like, oh, niggas don't tip.
I think we should. Being that we having this conversation now, it's making me conscious of the fact that we should pay attention to that and we should address 100%. it. I think we should address it. I think we should let them know.
Exactly.
Like, yo, your service wasn't all that, bro. And that's why I'm not really tipping you, or that's why I'm not tipping you.
Honestly,
because your service was bad. And I
may take a different approach. I may still tip you. I may tip you and still let you know that your shit was bad, but I'm gonna eat that just because it may change you.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's why I had to do it. If I would have just told them this service was shitty, they would have been like, yo, fuck you. No, because I had to give them the 20.
They would take heat.
So you can now listen
learning
to
experience.
Me. Yeah, like yo, if you don't know who will walk in here. I'm a great tipper. When I do go to restaurants, I'm a great tipper. And I ain't gonna lie, I actually go in restaurants. I say, let me get a black waiter. I'm not gonna be like, yo, nah, give me whoever. No,
I respect it.
I don't give a fuck about the white man grind. Give me the black person. She probably got a babysitter.
Put
she
me
got
in
to
her
pay
section.
for. Yeah, put me in their section. I'm taking care of mine. You know what I'm saying?
You assuming she got a
I
kid.
tell that, yo, the women I went out with this. Why you doing that?
That's
I'm
a
not-
preference.
It's a preference. It's a preference.
I don't know. I don't know if I love that preference, but I respect it. Because when people call into my job and they be like, I don't want to speak to the foreign people, I want to speak to me, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
To me.
I do that too. I'm
Nah.
not.
Here we go.
I don't own my shit. I do that too.
Let
So
the ignorance fly.
I'm like, I
No.
don't wanna speak to that.
It has nothing to do with ignorance.
Okay.
Sometimes you really just.
You want to be.
Sometimes you just don't understand over the accent.
That's cool.
That's true.
But my thing is give them an opportunity.
So, yeah, don't
give
come
them an
out the gate
opportunity
like that to say like I'm
give
really
them an opportunity to drop the ball.
But no, let's go back to what you said. Convenience. Sometimes I don't have the time to be on the phone to allow you the opportunity for me to not understand you.
So imagine,
like, hey, I'm trying to pay this phone bill and go. Like,
imagine them calling into you and they'd be like, "Are you black?" Nah, I don't want to speak to the black person. I need a white person.
But I wouldn't say no.
The person
See,
with the accent
it's
was
the
the one that
same
has,
thing.
Right,
is
but
the one that's be able
bro.
to get you what you need
the same
when you
thing.
want
what I'm
for
saying
customer
is,
service.
I'm not saying.
I'm calling in.
You wouldn't know who's black or white.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Okay.
My
No,
voice,
listen.
I can put on
Yeah.
the white shit. You know what I'm saying?
When the call got transferred to me, they asked me, "Are you in America?" That was their question. I could have said no.
That's true.
I think that's the wrong way to ask. What I'm saying is,
My thing is,
you can ask for someone that doesn't have a strong accent.
my thing is, it's okay to do that if the language barrier isn't being met. But if once you hear somebody, you ask them, "Are you American?" If not, I want to speak to an American. I have a problem with that.
Oh yeah, if he heard you, you sound American.
No, he didn't hear you. He's just telling you.
Like you coming out the gate like with your prejudice.
I'm gonna introduce
like,
myself
As opposed
enough.
to saying, like,
I want to speak
I'm
to an
having
American.
an issue
So
understanding you can.
that's what I'm
speak to
saying.
Someone else.
With Roc going in, being like, I only want the black person. It's kind of the same thing, but it's kind of different.
But it's like pro-black as opposed to like
Yeah.
anti-white. So I can kind
I'm
of
not,
understand.
no, I have no problem with white people.
No, I'm saying
No,
I'm saying
I'm
it's
just letting
pro-
them, I don't know if you have white
yeah.
listeners. I'm just letting y'all know.
We might have like
I
3.
no problem with white. Yo, I have no problem with white.
I don't either, but I think that like
It's a preference, and that's okay. But hearing you say that, it made me say like, damn, when they're on the phone, that's their preference. But I do feel like deep in my heart, and I could be wrong, that they're doing it because they just don't want to speak to a foreigner.
Personally, I feel like we as New Yorkers, we've grown up around people of all different backgrounds and cultures. So I pride myself on being able to kind of sift through somebody's accent and still pick up on what they're saying. I feel like I don't know. And everybody's different, but I always like that's something I like am really big with my students about, because Baltimore is way more like kind of cut and dry with the racial demographics. It's black and white. Now there's definitely still some like pockets of like heavy Spanish populations, but that's about it. And I like really, really drive home with them. I'm like, don't mock people's accents. You don't like I said, because that's somebody like coming up to you and they start mocking how you talk. Being from Baltimore, being black or whatever. So yeah, basically, like amongst other things. But I just feel like
we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. My daughter's from Maryland. We ain't gonna do that. Enough is enough.
She definitely did. She goes 1, 2.
We ain't gonna do that. All right?
Her teacher's from West Baltimore, so it's nothing we could do. But but I just feel like I don't know, growing up in New York and growing around all these different cultures and all these different foreign and nationalities and ethnicities, like we've been like brought up in a community where we had to be able to like decipher what people were saying, and sometimes we get it and sometimes we don't, but I always feel like that gave us a leg up compared to somebody who's like in Kansas, who's like, I only hear people talk like gosh darn it, don't you know, and versus like us. So I don't know, that's just how I felt.
I just remember working at Best Buy, and someone was deaf and they came in and everybody ignored them, and I went to them like, I can't understand you, but I'm gonna try my hardest. It's just like sometimes people are people, yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing that we have to learn, that like people are people. You still got to treat people right. Period.
That's true. Exactly. That's true.
Oh, can I plug that app I told you about the other day?
Sure, it's your show.
Yeah, right. So just speaking, he's talking about somebody deaf, so it made me think about blind because you know they, not that they're the same, but obviously they're just the things that they put
Sense deficiency.
Yeah, you know. So there's this app, y'all, and it's called Be My Eyes, right? And so we are all people who are we're not visually impaired, and it's an app if you download it, and if a person who is blind or visually impaired needs somebody to like help them see something, basically a call comes through to your phone and you FaceTime that person and like you help them with something that they can't see. So
that's fire.
Yeah, so I've only had like 2 or 3 calls, but like, and I mean they're like really, really simple stuff. Like one time a woman called me and she wanted me to tell her if like she had like put the settings on her TV screen right, and then the day like I never realized I never mentioned it to TJ.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to laugh.
But she can listen to TV.
Oh, okay, all right. I was just trying to figure out what settings. But I was just trying to figure out what settings.
He's an asshole.
This nigga's crazy. That's
Sorry,
not.
here's some Tito's.
Oh my god! And then the
That
time,
does not
and like
represent the
I
Alex
never
Cooper.
realized I didn't even have the conversation with TJ about it because I don't know where I heard it from. But then we were at the house a couple weeks ago and it went off again and I answered it and it was a blind woman. I think she looked like she might have been like in Hawaii or something. It was really nice in the background. And she was trying to set the timer on the oven. And she was like, can you tell me if I got to like the right degrees? And I was like, okay, move to the left, put your finger there, hit, all right, you're at 425, hit start, go. And then she was like, okay, thank you. And that's it. Like, it's just like the simplest.
That's fire.
It's called Be My Eyes, and I mean, there's like 1 million something volunteers, and there's only like 100,000 blind people that sign up for the app. So like, you don't even get calls that often, but when you do, 2-3 minutes, and you like literally have like helped somebody across the world. A good deed, right?
Yeah.
And it's just
But it's not hard to
because you
do
take
that.
for granted the stuff
And
like that, like the
true.
ability to see, hear.
That's dope.
I just think that as people, we just have to do a better. I mean, listen, as black people too, but we just have to be better people. Like it doesn't hurt to say hi to people. It doesn't hurt to just have communicate with people. It doesn't hurt to be nice. It doesn't hurt to fucking post somebody's whatever they're doing. It doesn't hurt to just, you know what I mean?
That's true.
You just gotta live, you at the end of the day, you just gotta live righteous amongst yourself, and whatever happens, just happens, man. Real quick, can I give a shout out? I just want to give a shout out to my mom because I remember growing up, she used to always like preach this pro-black shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Now I'm 30, and it's just like, damn, I'm her. I'm like, I'm
Roc
her.
X.
I think
That's
we
not
all
a bad
become our
thing. It was just
parents.
like
That
it just
happens,
took a
though.
long time
So,
to like, get
But
that.
that's life.
Yeah.
Our parents tell us shit, and we don't really appreciate it until we go through it.
And your teachers.
But I do have a question, and then I forgot to bring this up on our joint, but it's more of us here, so we get different ideas and different opinions. So I don't know if everybody heard the shop when Meek was like he feel like he don't owe nobody shit.
Yeah.
I didn't
When he
see
made it,
but I heard
when he
about
said
it.
when he made it big or whatever, he feel like
somebody
he
had a
ain't owe
question about
nobody
it.
shit, right?
Right.
So I want to ask everybody in the room, do y'all feel like if you make it big today or tomorrow, whenever you make it big, do you feel like you owe anybody?
Yes.
Definitely my mother.
So elaborate.
My family, like, I wouldn't, at the bare minimum, I wouldn't. So let me say this. I don't know. I'm not going to speak to Meek's upbringing or whatever, but whoever your village is that is responsible for making you the person that you are that day that you make it, you need to like reach back and support them. I'm not saying that you got to pay all their bills. I'm not saying that you need to buy everybody a house and a car and stuff like that, but they at the very least deserve your acknowledgement, right? Because the people that were there with you in the trenches, people that was the only people buying your shit when nobody was paying attention to you, the only people listening to you, giving you feedback, I feel like they absolutely deserve, in the very least, your acknowledgement. And then you're talking people like my mom, my sister, my husband, my brothers, my aunts, my uncles, like in some way, shape, or form, the people that were responsible for helping cultivate the person that you became, that set you up to become that success, deserves some type of acknowledgement. I'm not saying that you gotta put them on your payroll like MC Hammer did and go broke trying to keep them all afloat. But if, like, for me, I always felt like if I hit the lottery or if I made it big, if I, I don't know if teachers got paid like NFL players or something like that, I would like do things to set people up just for success, like paying off their debt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to buy you things, but like, honestly, I feel like if a lot of people in this world were walking around without debt, they would be able to pursue their own things or to be able to live a lot more comfortably.
That's not always a guarantee, though.
It's not always a guarantee because some people fuck up. You're absolutely right.
Pay off the debt and then they go right back.
They get back in more debt. But I don't have a problem doing it the first time.
But
give
Everyone said that. Everybody gets a chance.
Get a chance, and then from there.
I have to remember what the context was because I thought he was saying like he doesn't like as far as he doesn't owe people, like he doesn't have to give his family.
Yeah, it was in context of financial because Braun was saying that he bought his mom's a brand new house, like building it from the ground up or whatever.
But I can understand somebody saying that they don't owe somebody anything.
I agree with you.
Because nobody gets anywhere by themselves.
What I'm trying to say is that, but people aren't doing it with the idea of when this person blows, or if this person blows, I'm supposed to be set for life. Mm-hmm. So in that context, I can see someone saying you don't owe anything. But I mean, you should take care of your family. Like it's okay to take care of your family. It's okay to do certain things. But I don't think that you should enable them. Right. I don't think that you should, because I made 20 mil, I need to give my mother 15 mil or 5 mil.
What you think, JB? Because you brought that up.
I agreed with Meek to an extent. And like Danny said, you probably will try to, your village that who help you bring you up, you might look out for them in an extent. Like, I'm always gonna look out for my moms and my sisters. That's like an automatic, you know what I mean? But then the line gets a little blurred after that. You know what I'm saying? After my immediate family, it gets a little blurred. Now, it might get a lot blurred. I'm gonna keep it a clip with you. Yeah, it might keep, because like everybody say you're supposed to look out for your family. That family word is sometimes worth shit.
100%.
Yeah. You could meet people in your life that did more for you than your family. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You can build a friendship with somebody that been in your corner, and you can ask your family for something. They could be like, "Oh, I ain't got it, family." Like, oh, but the person that you just met can hold you down. So,
but does your family really don't have it, though?
Yo, they may not have it, or they just may not fuck with you.
No, I'm just saying, it's a difference between your family not fucking with you
and they don't have it. You 100%.
Your family truly don't have it.
You're right. You 100%.
Because if I truly don't have it, but your man's got it, like, I'm sorry. Like,
that's true. I mean? But I'm just saying, in the extent that they may not even fuck with you, or your family bond may not even be that tight. We just family because by blood.
Yeah.
But
and that's not enough sometimes.
That don't be enough sometimes.
I think everybody's different.
I got a saying, man. Blood don't make you family. Blood make you relatives.
You 100%.
I don't make you family.
Yeah. That's why I say it gets, like, after my mom's and my sisters, shit get blurry. Like it get real blurry, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
and that should be, if you were to have millions of dollars placed into your bank account tomorrow, that's how you should operate.
And that's what whereas it's, like, it's based off of everybody.
It varies from person to person.
Because my family
you got
get
some
money,
people in this world
I don't
who got
expect
just a mom. It's me and my mom against the world. I don't got no siblings, or I don't bang with them like that. My father's not around. My grandparents are dead. Like, listen, I get it. And you got some people who don't even have, like you said, don't even have blood relatives. You have people who you've met over your lifetime who become family, and it's like they're the ones that you would want to look out for. And looking out for somebody and supporting somebody looks different in every situation. Maybe it's investing in their business. Maybe it's paying off their debt. Maybe it's building them a house. Maybe.
But don't come to me.
But it's like,
if I have money,
it should go without saying.
I don't want anybody coming to me.
Yeah. But you know what it is?
If I want to do it, no.
I agree with you. That old word, I don't like the word "I owe you." You know what I'm saying? I don't like that old word.
Let me jump in. I probably would go the LeBron. I said this on my Instagram the other day after I saw that episode. I probably go to LeBron route. As far as I'm gonna go with who I'm, rather than who I'm not taking care of. I'm gonna talk about who I would take care of. Mm-hmm. As far as physical cash go, that they could just come to me and me not come to them.
I'm saying
my mom, my sister, my nieces and nephews. they come to me, ask for physical cash. Now I already have this list in my head who I'm gonna take care of.
I think we all do.
And it's not a matter of cash. I'm gonna put you in positions to make your own money. Cause my thing is this: if I take care of you, how your mother gonna retire?
Exactly.
You should be thinking about how can I get my mom to retire, my sister. You just worrying about yourself. If you come to me worrying about your bread, I'm trying to think about how you could set people up so they can retire too. So I'll probably go the LeBron route, and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna put you, what's one thing you good at? All right, here, we're gonna put money in here, cause what's better than 1 millionaire? Jay-Z said, what's better than 1 millionaire? Two. So if everybody's thinking for the short term, and how we gonna take care of it?
But invest in people.
But that's what we do though. We
different
think
too.
for a short time.
But I think
that's different too because I forgot.
I just think sometimes, like, let's say you hit the lotto tomorrow, right?
Right.
And I'm like, yo, Roc, let me get 100,000, right? And you like, well, what's the one thing you good at? Well, I'm trying to get the 100,000 to do what's my vision, like. And if you don't see the vision, then you're not gonna give me the money.
No, you shouldn't. Like you have
see,
a business plan.
But see,
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like.
But when I said I put you in a position to win, I'm like, all right, well, you say
This is what I'm trying to do with this.
Let me get 100,000. If I don't believe in it, I'm like, you know what, yo, bro, I'm gonna set you up with this McDonald's right here. You build this McDonald's up. You get your own 100,000 and you put it in Shane. If you fail, that's on you.
Or if that's something that the person is not passionate about, you can't expect.
Okay, so then even if he doesn't know,
and that's my point.
Roc can say, I don't feel comfortable putting physical like liquid cash into you, but if this is what you're interested in, I'm gonna put you in connection with these people who can give you the guidance, who can help you develop a business plan. So I could put you in position. I could put you in because sometimes connections are more powerful than cash can be.
But that's my problem.
Cash is temporary, right? But if I can give you
the fucking devil.
If I can put you in a situation where you either get the skills, the training, or the connections that you can then recoup whatever, or earn whatever it is that you need, or if I see that you're committed to whatever it is, and then 6 months down the line from when you initially asked me for the 100K, I see that you've done the legwork, you've taken what I've given you, you made something from it. Right. Now I feel more comfortable coming off the cash to give to you to support, because everybody got a fucking dream.
Absolutely.
Everybody, and everybody has these pipe dreams that they say, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then nothing comes of it, because everybody can talk. Everybody can dream all day long, but it's when you start to walk the walk, you put the work in. Once you're showing and proving that you're putting the work in, then that's when people will be more willing to invest in you. But
it's Roc's money.
Yeah.
My problem with it is, why would anybody ask somebody for whatever? Like, if Roc was like, Rome, I just made
If he hit the lotto, I'm gonna ask him. I'm not even gonna hold you up. If he hit the lotto, I'm gonna ask him.
If I hit the lotto, don't ask me.
No, don't ask me.
If you hit the lotto, I'm gonna ask you.
No, don't ask. No,
you gonna tell me no? Tell me no.
Nah, don't ask me, my nigga.
Nah, tell me no.
Nah, don't ask me.
Tell me no. I'm gonna ask you.
Nah, don't ask me, my nigga.
I would rather somebody.
I'm gonna come to you.
I appreciate your honesty.
I would rather somebody not expect, like, don't expect shit.
I'm not gonna ask.
I'm not expecting nothing.
I'm not gonna ask either.
But I'm
ask. Yeah, because a closed mouth don't get fed.
That is true.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
But you don't want like a hanger on.
That's true. What I would ask is like, yo, can I get a job? I do some shit like that. I wouldn't be like, yo, let me get $50,000. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. I'm not gonna do.
I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't come out like, yo, let me get 100.
My thing is
to
that
you, I probably would. But
if somebody I know,
I'm like, yo, what can I do for you to give me?
If somebody I know hits the lotto,
I have no problem.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm just not gonna ask. Like, if you offer, that's cool, but I just live my life that everybody's individual. So I'm not gonna have expectation that because my man hit it, he gonna do it. Like shit. When Roc came down for our live show, he took me to the strip club. And he gave me bread.
Oh, that was so nice.
I wasn't expecting that.
He ain't taking me out yet.
I wasn't expecting that. But
he out here giving $40 tips, taking the strip club.
And so saying that to say, Like I told Dan, I never really shared it with Roc, but I appreciated the shit out of that. That shit meant so much to me because I wasn't expecting anything. But he can't. First off, he bought a ticket to the show. He stayed with us. He mobbed out with us. He rocked out. You know what I mean?
Bought
like
merch too.
He did.
He babysat. He did everything.
A little, yeah. So to me, that shit meant so much more because there were other people who I've been friends with forever who didn't come. They didn't post nothing. They didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? And me and Roc went to high school. We went our separate ways, came back, and he was there. So to me, it's just like I cherish those more. Like, don't ask me for nothing. I don't want no one to ask me for nothing. I'd rather just do it. Like, I want to feel like I'm doing it because this is what I wanted to do. I don't want it to be like, well,
nah,
damn,
but you could,
ass.
nah, but you can still feel that way. Like, I feel, all right, so me, based on my principles of what a friendship is, like, I should be able to ask you for shit. And you should be able to tell me no.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Think, I don't know,
I'm just saying,
and we can still be cool after that.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
If I'm your
Then I ain't really your
friend,
friend.
And you tell me that if I'm your friend, and me and you friends, and I hit the lottery, right, and I win $1 billion because somebody in South Carolina just won like $1 billion, is remaining anonymous, rightfully so.
878 we cashed out.
But like, if me and you are friends, like, we believe that we are to be, either a couple of things are gonna happen. One, you're not even gonna have to ask. I'm gonna be like, Rome, we've been talking about your idea for so long. I came into this money. I want you to take this $100,000 and I want you to do something with it. Mm-hmm. Two, you're gonna be like, we're friends. We talk all the time. You're going to bring this situation up. You're not asking me for money, but because you're talking about it, whether or not you're doing it because you're trying to see, put feelers out there, I'm going to offer it because I'm like, you're my friend. And then three, I feel like it would be like, I'm coming to you to ask for it. But like, I'm more like with TJ. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to ask anybody for anything because more, and I think scarily enough, I kind of agree with Roc, which is like, I'm gonna try to make myself of use to that person. Like, if I really, really like, how can I be of use to this? What service can I offer? And that's how I would like align myself if I had to.
Real quick, I think everybody should have. First of all, everybody's right. Nobody's actually wrong.
100%.
Yeah, I just think
it's your principles and more.
Yeah, like I said,
this is all how we feel, not.
This is why I would tell people, I'm like, listen, I can take care of you now, but how's your mom gonna retire? How's your sister? How's your brother? I'm gonna put you in a position to take care. Hell, here's some properties, flip these properties. Oh, here's some properties, flip these properties, or take this McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Work on how you, or I'll meet you halfway. Look, hell, here's $50,000 to your thing. If you bring me another $50,000, I'll match that $50,000. And you gotta put people in a position to win, bro. I feel like just giving the money ugly. Out.
Money makes people do
the
worst things.
It does.
You get to see the true colors. It's true. When money gets into the play, you get to see. So for me personally, I'm never gonna ask. I don't ever want to. I don't want to ever put myself into a situation that you feel like, why is he asking? Or I just don't. That's just not who I am.
I just want all of us to be rich. I don't care if I'm rich. I still want you to be able to say, yo, we going to Miami. Yo, I'm hopping on a jet. Know what I'm saying? Oh, bottles is on me. Even though I'm rich, I still want you to do that because you made your own money too. We all bottles. Rich, man. You know what I'm saying? I like Rich Paul. I'm pretty sure Paul picks up the tab when he's out with LeBron.
Don't let me.
And I heard LeBron's cheap
because I'm cheap.
Yeah,
I will be LeBron.
Bro,
we're not doing bottles, y'all. Listen, we're gonna get bottles at the crib, and then when we get there, we're gonna yeah. Oh, nah.
Bro,
you better pay for the rave that day.
We're not paying. I'm not rocking Gucci. I'm not rocking any designers. I'm gonna be rocking a regular.
Need to be in my rave.
I think for each of us is contingent upon who we are as a personality, right? Mm-hmm. Like. I.e., for example, earlier, like I was like, "Yo, you could have just asked me for a ride." Like
that's not who I am,
right?
Know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's just,
but again, it's just who it's who I am.
It's who we are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If I would have hit you up at 4:00, like Roc said, I hit him up at, then that'd have been different. There'd have been time.
He is petty,
right. But it's crunch time. And I'm like, damn. all right, fuck it. We're going, like, I was going to pay for the cab. Cab was too expensive. Fuck it. We're going to take the train. But damn, this shit is like, it's telling me this shit's in Queens.
Yeah.
This
like
shit is
Queens,
just wildin'. And then Roc was like, whatever. And then Roc was like, yo, he about to come pick me up. He'll pick you up or whatever. And then you called me right after. So I was telling you what me and Roc conversation was. But yeah, that's just not who I am. But I'm gonna take a page from your book.
That's our pride.
But who I am is like, I'm gonna tell you.
That's our pride and our character wise, like, because you might be a prideful person. I know my pride is gonna be the death of me, and I tell anybody.
I'm not always super prideful, but I'm mindful of just other people. Like,
all right, being prideful and being mindful is a little two different things, but sometimes I tell people all the time my pride is gonna be a death of me because I could be on fucking my last dollar and I won't ask nobody for shit.
Oh nah.
But that's just me being prideful.
Yeah.
And that's how some people are. Like some people are just prideful like that. Like
if I really needed something,
like you would ask me. I ain't gonna say shit.
If I really needed something, and there were people that I really trusted and felt like I can go to, I would go to. 100%. That's just me.
Okay.
Like if I knew, like, damn, I'm fucked up in the game, and payday's another week. Let me see if my man's got it because I know that my man's is gonna look out for me. Then yeah, but I wouldn't just ask just a random person. Like you gotta be.
I wouldn't ask a random person.
No. I'm not saying that you ask a random person.
I would ask a random person, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Ronk asked me, I give him bread. I'll give him
you
bread.
better than.
And shout out to you too, man. Because first of all, shout out for the shout out. But yeah, yo, even you, I already know you one of those people on my list. Cause what do you do that no other friend does? I have a bunch of friends. He's the only one that texts me like, yo, just checking on you.
That's TJ's good for that.
Like nobody throughout my whole life did that.
He does that even with people that he met through me. Like I got friends who, like, I'm more of a subscriber to, like, if me and you good, like I could go months without talking to somebody, but it's like we could pick. It's like we never missed a beat, and that's the thing too. But TJ has always been the type of person who'll be like sometimes not. And let me preface myself. I'm not going through his phone or whatever, but like if I've seen him like I was sitting next to him on the couch and I seen him text, and I'm like, oh, why are you talking to so and so? He was like, no, well, I know you don't, but I just want to like set the scene like I'm looking at your phone. But
you can look through my phone whenever you want, love.
But point is, like, he was just like he was just like I was like what you texting him or her for? And he was like, nah. He was like, I was just like seeing how they were doing, and I was like, that's small, really nice. But that's because TJ is very much like the mayor. He's definitely the fucking mayor.
I don't know what that means.
Because it's like everybody knows and loves you, huh?
President.
Stop being petty, bro.
Oh, see, like, oh, okay.
Nah, I just thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? It was one time, like, my life was in a tailspin. I was having a shitty day, and that text came in, and I was shitty. I still say, yo, I'm cool. But I needed that.
But
I needed
the fact that you had it.
Needed that. Look
at that black boy joy. Look at that.
You appreciate people.
You definitely gotta appreciate people like that. You know
Listen,
like you said, yo, you went down there and watched your daughter show love and all that. Yo, he took you out and all that. And I'm one of those people that, like, I hate when people, like, when you all go out to eat, everybody turns to mathematicians. I hate that shit. I hate that. Like, we don't gotta do that. Yo, we fair, we good.
I mean, if you can,
we good.
Like, there's an age cap on that.
With me and my friends,
I know niggas that
split the bill,
pulling out the phone like
whatever the bill is. It's three of us.
I mean, unless it's obvious, you had 5 more drinks.
Yeah, and that'd be me.
Like, you had 5 more drinks.
If you ordered 5 more drinks,
y'all not paying for that. The product wouldn't let y'all do it.
Well, yeah.
All right, so if you put your money up front, right? You be like, nah, I got 300 on this shit, right?
Okay,
just you say hypothetically, you say you put 300, and everybody just do the rest. Now niggas be like, oh, well, my shit was $12.98.
Yeah. My man is prideful.
I only had the buffalo wings.
Yeah. Because when I dropped him off, he went to Taco Bell, so I was like, I got you, and he was like, nah, you don't gotta pay for it. I'm like, it's cool, I got it. It's, like to me, you just gave me a bomb ass weekend. the least I can do is pay for fucking Taco Bell.
The reason I didn't do that because my analytical ass saw him pull out a credit card. I'm like, if we don't pull out cash, I'm like, all right, you pull out a credit. I don't like credit cards, so I was like, all right.
It just depends on. It just depends on what. It just depends. That's
I hate credit cards.
I know you do. I pay credit card. I need my points.
Yeah, yes. That's how we get flights. Like over here in this household.
Let me pay that. I'm gonna pay that shit right off.
Respect.
But you know what I mean. Again, you get to learn about people. You get to and that's the dope part. Like, know what I mean? Like a lot of people
got different
think,
individualities.
Yeah, but a lot of people think friends mean that we pop bottles together or we do all the fun shit. Not all the like, you know what I mean? I'm checking on you. I'm we just having a conversation. We're having a friendly debate. Yeah. Like some people, if you have a debate, it's like we can't be friends no more. Like,
we have a debate while we doing the fun shit.
You roll walk you all the time. Come to the bar.
I think it goes to show like you just got like.
You definitely missed the. We ain't going to no quotes, no tips or nothing.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
We'll go ahead, be great.
Oh damn, we missed our whole show.
Y'all can edit that in. Just put that in.
Fuck that.
This was great. Where we at?
Bunch of friends talking.
Real quick, I just want to say something. Just to like backtrack on the conversation we was having earlier.
Oh, okay.
I forgot who I was having in conversation. It might have been you. I don't know, but I think it's important for us to remember that like we don't really have ties to Africa, right?
Nope.
So African American culture is new.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's brand new.
Mm-hmm. It's only a couple hundred years old.
I'm trying to
not even.
If that, yeah.
Not
I'm
even.
trying to understand it, but go ahead.
Like this culture is brand new. Like just us being integrated with the other cultures, like just let alone, right? Like it's brand new for us. Like we've created our own culture here.
Yeah.
With
Everybody
no ties to Africa.
But they don't want to be us. That's okay.
Are you gonna go to Africa, Roc?
I am.
I plan to.
Yeah, I want to.
That's 16-hour flight, bro.
Whatever,
I'm gonna do it though.
I gotta see what my people look.
I'm gonna do it one time for the
touch
one
the
time.
Right.
I hate flying.
Oh, let me say this before we start to wrap up. So, I would be remiss if I didn't address this statement that I made earlier on. So, a couple episodes ago, maybe I guess almost a month ago, maybe, right? So when all this Jussie Smollett stuff came out, one of my elevator talks was in support of him, and I'm here to say that I still stand by what I said at the time that I said it. However, I do acknowledge that clearly since that time has come and gone, that he is it's been cleared up that he was obviously not being very forthright about everything that happened, right? And
allegedly,
there's lies being told, but then there's leaks happening with the Chicago PD, is all this other stuff going on, and so I'm going to, just like I publicly acknowledged it when I believed him, because I will always believe a victim, and when they say that they've been victimized, I'm going to acknowledge that he did obviously not. He did like stretch truth, lie, make up stuff, and there's some that we still have yet to figure out what's what, but it ain't what he said it was. So I'm saying that
allegedly.
on here now.
We don't know.
Allegedly.
We don't know what
allegedly
said.
Okay, fair. But point I'm trying to make though is that I'm gonna acknowledge that obviously everything wasn't aligning or gelling like we initially thought it was, and so because Roc was trying to give me a hard time for thinking I was trying to sweep it under the rug. I'm not one to do that. So I stand by what I said when I said it. But I will acknowledge that obviously we still have some things to figure out with that situation. Does that work?
I don't think it's nothing to figure out. Grand jury indicts Jussie Smollett on 16 felony counts.
First off, Smollett.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
That's his last name. But
I do. However,
and just because you get indicted doesn't mean.
However, I do think that's excessive.
You know why it's excessive, right? You know why it's excessive, right? Because he played on some shit, and you try to show up the PD and
cried on
system.
Good Morning America.
Yeah, so they gonna smoke you as far as they gonna get you as much they could.
Throw away the key.
Nah, he gonna get like a little 3 to 5 probably.
Nah, probably just house arrest.
Or maybe 2 or 4.
He's probably
or some probation.
He probably gonna
probation.
He's done more damage to his own
500,000
career and his own credibility than I think.
No, he damaged the public too, because dozens of hospital workers were fired for reporting.
Oh, yes, a fact.
No, that's on them.
His medical records.
That's on them.
That is the HIPAA law. Something wrong with this.
No, that's on them for being
he probably was
nosy
paying
as fuck.
them off. He probably was getting
seen
along.
a lot of people.
Couple
You
$100.
work in a
He
hospital,
brought
right?
down a lot of people.
You would not risk your livelihood to go peek at somebody's medical record, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. So you got some sense.
Best celebrities where I work.
Okay, and then see, so you got the sense enough that God gave you that you wouldn't do that. So that's on them.
Well, that's against HIPAA.
Listen,
violation.
That's a HIPAA
Exactly.
violation.
So that's
Exactly.
on them, not on him. He didn't get them fired.
Listen,
They
Pac
nosy
wore
asses.
bandana. Jesse
Just
won
more
Will
word
Smith.
there. Exactly.
Okay, so and wait, and on a lighter note, did anybody see that like meme? It was like, dang, it was like Jesse about to go to jail. It was like Kelly about to go to jail. Can you imagine if you was winning the Chicago the Chicago County
Talent
jail
show.
talent show for the last 6 running, and you find out R. Kelly and Jesse coming?
I just got one more thing to say.
Bad week for Chicago, man.
Yeah.
We got some
Hold
time.
on. Did y'all find this R. Kelly interview as funny as I did?
I didn't watch
I
it.
didn't even watch it, but
I didn't watch it, but I seen the clips on. I seen the clips online, and it was hilarious to me.
laughable.
see
I don't even
everyone
understand
making
why
fun
he
of
would.
it.
I mean, he's an idiot, so I
I
don't
mean,
understand.
he listen.
And he talked like somebody that can't read. I'm just gonna say that too.
He can't. He's
I
illiterate.
think-
supposedly.
I know he
I
can't,
don't
but
think-
he talks like somebody.
I don't
who
think
can't
he
read.
had chicks trapped in the basement.
I do.
Unless they went.
I don't-
Unless
I
they
don't-
want to go to get some sneakers from the court.
I just want to say
Because he took Shorty to the mall.
nah, exactly.
He's a master manipulator. He's
Yo,
got the, he's got the same.
he's the black David
he's got the
Koresh,
same,
my
it's the same
nigga.
thing like a pimp, like a cult leader.
No.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So
You know
like,
who David
it's
Koresh is,
about
right?
brainwashing.
I'll give you
I'll
that.
give you that.
All right,
It's
he's
like a
the
brainwashing
he's the
thing.
black David Koresh. David
He's
Koresh
like a
was a
Jim
cult
Jones.
joint.
Like if he could have, he would have had people drinking Kool-Aid in,
I just
in
wanna say,
Nicaragua.
listen,
So you think somebody that's illiterate can't read or write can manipulate people that
What is that? Because what does one have to do
I'm
with
just
the other?
asking you.
But one has nothing to do with the other.
I'm asking you your
Okay, and
opinion.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you
Yes.
that those things do have one has nothing.
Yes
to do
or
with the other.
no?
Yes.
Yes,
saying,
you
I'm
can
rolling
be a
yes.
master manipulator and be illiterate as fuck. Because
Yup.
what is
Mayweather
me,
makes
what is me
makes
getting in
$1
your
million
head
he makes
and
$1
being
billion
somebody who's a
fights.
smooth talker.
And he can't read.
But he could fight.
Yeah,
So-
Is it a known fact? that
and he can
can't read?
sing.
But R.
And he
Kelly can sing,
and he can write
and-
songs.
What if he's just
or
dyslexic?
he can dictate songs. I don't know.
Wait. I just want to say something about that because everybody likes to clown on Floyd Mayweather for not reading, being able to read. What if he can read and
You're
he's
right.
just dyslexic,
Fuck
but he doesn't tell
Well,
anybody?
I'm gonna say fuck Mayweather.
I don't know if you seen.
That doesn't
I
excuse
don't know
his
if you heard the
ignorance.
thing on when he was on the Breakfast Club when they supposed to
He
read
was trying
the
to do
drop,
the drop, yeah.
and he could not read the drop correctly. So I don't know.
No,
if that's
but he
the-
was
he's
reading
saying
it though.
Yeah, he was reading.
He's saying that maybe he
he's
can't.
not.
be dyslexic.
He's like
Oh,
either
dyslexic,
undiagnosed or he doesn't want to admit that he has some type of like learning disability or something
Fuck
like that.
Mayweather.
But that has nothing to do with him being an ignorant
not black.
asshole
He's Mayweather.
because that's totally different. You haven't there are more people than you realize and probably people that y'all know in your lives, your day-to-day lives that are functionally illiterate because
So
you
R.
don't-
Kelly is autistic.
no, he's not autistic. He's
doesn't
a
make him
child predator.
autistic.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it can be a form of autism,
No, learning disabilities don't have to mean that you're autistic.
but it can be a form of
Autism is a type of is a type of learning disability, but learning disabilities is like an umbrella term. Like you can be ADHD, that's a learning
Yeah,
disability. You can be
Yeah,
dyslexic,
but-
that's a learning
but-
disability.
I remember.
Dyscalculia, that
I
means you
remember
screw up
seeing.
numbers.
I feel like I seen a. It was like a documentary on ESPN about this surfer that was autistic, and he was like the best surfer in the world.
Probably
But
like a
he
savant,
couldn't- yeah, like so. R. Kelly is like.
Oh, he's a musical
genius,
savant,
like a
yeah.
genius level,
Oh, he could be
like musician.
A lot of
He's a
people
genius,
autistic
but-
are musical savants.
The
but
same
a
way
lot-
Floyd is like a genius level boxer.
there are people who are savants in certain fields like that are autistic, but that doesn't necessarily automatically equate to that. It's possible, but it's
But that's a new term anyway.
but
so
it's what savant or autistic.
autism.
It's not that
Fairly new.
It's not that new, but okay. But point is that that's doesn't take away from it. Doesn't excuse because there's plenty of people
No,
who walk
there's
around
no
here illiterate
excuse.
who aren't having sex with 14-year-old girls, and that's the thing. Like we can't
That's
we could talk around.
That's another conversation.
I know we could talk around all the other stuff, but that still doesn't negate the fact that he did what he
say
did.
But what do you think? So I was having a conversation. I was having a conversation with my lady about what should
Tea spilled.
what should what should happen after R. Kelly serves jail time, right? And she said to me that she doesn't care what happened. And I was like, well, how you don't care what happened? Don't you think he should be rehabilitated properly? And she was like, well, she don't care about R. Kelly or whatever the case may be.
She doesn't care. Like she doesn't care if he like lives or dies. She doesn't care that like if he comes back and he makes.
dies.
The only thing
Like,
she
he
care
doesn't
about is if he goes to jail.
If he dies, he dies.
But there's
I
no
think-
solution. Everybody.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, even on the, even
If
the
he goes
best.
to jail, he should definitely get an opportunity to be rehabilitated. I think that's.
But he's gonna have to live his life a lot differently than he did.
But how
prior
y'all
to.
know he's not rehabilitated?
He's a registered
They don't
sex
put nothing in
offender.
for
He
him
needs to
in jail to
go
be
on parole.
rehabilitated.
That's usually how it works.
Rehabilitate people.
I'm saying they might give him a program
They
in
do.
jail to rehabilitate
They
him.
do that.
Yeah, they definitely do.
He should never put it like this. He should
Bruh.
never. Be
Let me ask
Bruh.
you:
Yo,
He should
bruh.
never be
do
around
jail rehabilitate
bruh.
people?
people 18 years
bruh.
or younger for the
Yo,
whatever
bro,
the remainder of
it's
his
not
days.
about me. I'm talking about.
Oh, all
Cal.
right.
Can I just say something real quick? I just
Yes.
want to say, before this shit starts, let's get back to trials and investigations. I hope the new wave is not. Let's just throw out a documentary.
That is a new way.
You a Kobe fan?
I hate
Yeah.
that shit. Don't do that.
You a Kobe fan?
Yeah.
That's
Is
his
Kobe a
favorite player.
rapist?
Nah, he was proven not guilty.
He ain't beat the case. I told you. When a nigga
That's
tell
crazy. That's crazy,
when
bro.
a
I
nigga
think-
tell me he
oh, wait.
beat the case,
What
that
you
means
think,
he
Danny?
lost.
So I'm not even gonna front. This is my third class of Tito's. Refresh my memory. So the woman accused him of raping her
I'ma
because,
tell you
but
what
they had
happened.
anal sex. Is that what?
Raping sodomy.
Shape rape beside
They
him.
had sex.
She
was
said
like,
no.
She was like, "Are you gonna call me?" He was like, "It's a one-time thing." She cried rape.
That's what you think happened.
So who are you believing, the victim or Kobe? Wrong.
At 81, right after.
I don't know.
Wasn't right
Forgiven.
after, but
Forgiven.
nah,
I don't
it
know.
wasn't.
I reserve the
Nah,
right to not know.
He wasn't forgiven.
At 81, forgot. Everybody forgot.
No, nobody forgot. What are you talking about?
Nah, bro.
He won
that season.
He won an Oscar, and everybody said he shouldn't won an
That's years
Oscar.
down the
You're a
line.
rapist.
We talking about the rest of his
Exactly.
basketball
That's
career.
what they said.
The rest of his basketball career.
Nah, people call
After
him
that
Kobe the
81-point
rapist.
game, it was like
People call him Kobe
nah,
the
that's
rapist,
Kobe.
They
He
were,
didn't do it.
they were at the games calling him a rapist, bro.
Yeah, at the free
So
throw
maybe
line.
and maybe
After
to
81.
your point though, then so
Nah, they
and
still
again,
still
so
calling
I'll
it.
say this: we don't know. We weren't in the room. We don't know what happened. It could have happened. It could have gone one of two ways. And I stand by what I said. I'll err on the side of the victim.
It wasn't
but
as big as it is now.
in
Social
Kobe's
media's the devil
situation,
right
at least
now.
to the best of our knowledge,
And also, Kobe's
we
not. He's not raping everybody.
well, that's kind of what I was gonna say. Like we've
I think
never
we gotta-
heard.
I think we gotta wrap up.
Okay, we've never heard anything else since then. So with that being said,
I think.
Yeah, appreciate
All right.
it.
We gotta wrap up.
okay, well,
On that note,
this has been a very interesting
listen,
episode of Lovers Quarrel.
this isn't your traditional episode. Like typically we would talk
Should
about
we call
some
it
love
Royal
shit.
Rumble?
But we ain't really get into love. We just duked it out.
We started there.
Start with love.
The
Yeah.
replacements.
It was real quick.
Buy Black. That's what it should be called.
So on that note, listen, I want to thank y'all for being here, man.
Thank y'all so much. This was fun.
Our family, our podcast family, our real life family. I mean, it means the world to us. And you know, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. And on that note, I'm your guy TJ.
Sign out?
Oh, you know my
Okay,
nigga
I
Roc.
do it.
Y'all,
Roc-
listen,
you know my
okay, go
nigga
around
Roc
the
got
table.
a
Go ahead,
plug this
Roc.
shit.
Yo, this is
They
your
got me
boy
quick.
Roc B Wylin, ROC_B_Wylin of the Unpopular Opinion Podcast. Please check out my podcast. It's available on all streaming sites.
And I'm gonna post that. I'll post the links for all the sites and all other stuff. I gotta hear it.
Yeah. You can follow me on the gram, Mr. Rebel 2_RHOME.
And
I like the little cute. You getting cute with that, son. You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to give you one, I mean.
Yeah, you was trying, yo.
I was trying
It's
to
your boy
give you-
JB. You know what I'm saying? JB_the kid 23.
And I'm your guy TJ.
And I'm the only lady in the room, your girl Danny, holding it down for all the women.
And you know, you can follow us at Lovers Quarrel Show on IG, Lovers Quarrel 7 on Twitter. Send your emails, your questions, your concerns, your love, your hate to loversquarrelshow@gmail.com. And as always,
We fuss,
we fight,
but we love. Bye.
Bye.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, love. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.